Released in 1939 and starring the always awesome Bela Lugosi, comes The Dark Eyes of London, a movie that's being released by Network, one of these labels that just kind of ekes by. You know, always releasing these fantastic titles, and I've got a feeling that they're going to just get better and better. They've been releasing some amazing stuff, and The Dark Eyes of London is another one of those kind of lost horror movies that I really enjoyed sitting down and watching. Of course, you've got Bela Lugosi as the main character here, a practitioner of insurance fraud, whom... Well, you know, I don't know if I want to go too deeply into the plot in this one, because it does offer some surprises, but it's a movie with issues as well as positives. You know, I love Lugosi's performance.
Call on him tomorrow evening. I let him know that you are coming.
I love the way he comes in and out of the movie in various different forms throughout it. I feel he has that really strong intensity with him. Even as he's being the insurance broker, you've got a feeling this guy's up to no good. A lot of his clients seemingly are dying and making claims, large claims, that are being paid out by the underwriters of this one.
You've got plenty of guts, haven't you? And you want to see this thing through?
You know I do.
Right. Now, somewhere between Orloff's office and the Dearborn place is the answer.
There is also a tale of this charitable, say, hospice, which has a lot of blind people in it, and we get to meet the patron of that, whom Lugosi sends a lot of his people that are about to meet their demise along there. It could be for some experiments of some sort, but we won't go into that just as yet. This movie has a great sense of atmosphere, but what lets it down is its pacing that it has. It has strong moments of terror, of threat, of excitement, and then it has these great lulls where we're following our main characters, whom unfortunately aren't that interesting, and you feel, which I do with a lot of these movies, that you want to get back to Lugosi, to the person that's really lighting up the screen, doing the wonderful performance and creating the mood and the tension just with his actions. And the movie kind of follows a kind of typical story, as we have somebody investigating these insurance frauds and ultimately discovering what's going on, trying to stop it, getting a person to help him included with the investigations, who gets in mortal danger and needs help at certain points. It's a movie that does hit certain tropes, but it has a really dark side. There's a really coarse, dark underbelly to this one, of some real black stuff here. This is the kind of movie where you feel as if there's some grimy goings on. You know, it's not squeaky clean. It's not just horror for the sake of it. There's something underlying there as well. You know, there's a person stuck in bed who just feels trapped a lot, and we see that character as he's kind of prodded and poked throughout the movie in various ways. I think The Dark Eyes of London is really an interesting movie. A little bit mispaced in certain points, but definitely worth checking out. If you like these kind of movies, you're going to enjoy this. It's great. It's not as good as the Lugosi set from Eureka, but it's a strong movie that you could pair with any of those. I would have liked more Lugosi, but I'm happy just to get another one of his films released in a beautiful transfer yet again. So let's have a look at the disc and see what extras are offered here. So here we are inside the disc of The Dark Eyes of London. Now, it doesn't look as if it's a packed disc, but this has some wonderful extras, and let's start with the first one, which is the commentary. This is a commentary with Kim Newman and Stephen Jones, and this is one I've listened to. It's really insightful. It's really fun to listen to these guys talk about this. They're obviously very, very knowledgeable about the subject matter at hand, and to be honest, they actually gave me a better appreciation for the movie. One watching it again made me feel a little bit more comfortable with the film. The standout for me is this Bela Lugosi in Britain conversation between Newman and Jones. 30 minutes, they cover a lot, It's nicely shot. It really gives you a lot of information pretty much about Lugosi and his movies that he made in Britain, and it's just wonderful when you hear people so knowledgeable, so interested and fascinated in recounting these tales and facts. It just makes it, ultimately so fun to listen to. This is worth getting the disc alone just for this. You get the US titles, which is basically just 2 minutes. It's really low quality, which shows you the amount of work they've done with the actual movie and the transfer, and it's just under the title The Human Monster. Then we get the US trailer, just over a minute. We get the image gallery, which is just over 5 minutes, which is just plays itself, you don't need to do anything, which is quite interesting in itself. And that is the disc for The Dark Eyes of London. Of course, with this package you get a limited edition O card, which is rather stunning, and you get poster cards, and you get a booklet written by Adrian Smith. I think this is a movie that, if you're a fan of Bela Lugosi, is a must for your collection. I'd love to know your thoughts on the film, if you've seen it before, if you're going to check it out, or you're going to buy it. Let me know in the comment box below. As always, there's videos up here that you can check out more of my content whenever you want. There's also the Patreon program. There's also the membership program. If you want to see exclusive videos, you can join that for as little as 99p and help support the running costs of the channel. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time on Man v Film.